guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. That's it. So I want to talk about with you guys addiction. Addiction is a hard thing to overcome. I know when people have addiction, they go through a lot of trials and tribulations. It can be drug addiction, alcohol, sex. It could be addicted to food. It could be addicted to shopping. It could be a lot of different things. And the reason why I wanted to talk about addiction, one of my best friends that I since high school, she reached out to me while I was away. And a lot of the stuff that she was texting me didn't make any sense. It was just like very hard to understand what she was trying to tell me or try to communicate. So I gave her a call and found out what was going on with her. And then she told me that her grandmother passed away, and she lost her grandmother's house. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sorry, Rose. I didn't know this happened. And usually it would be on social media, or my other best friend would tell me, Cheryl, Rose's grandmother passed away, just like when her father passed away several months ago. But I didn't hear anything, and my best friend didn't hear any word about it. So she was like explaining to me that she was no longer staying at her grandmother's house. She's out in the street, homeless, and she needed some money, to get by. She's waiting for her disability money, so forth. And I was just asking her a question: are you okay? Where's your son? Like, is your son with you? And she said, no, her son is with her father, staying at his mom's house. I'm like, okay, thank God. Because no child deserves to be out in the street, or my friend either, but it's just a more traumatic experience for a child to experience and to witness. So I'm glad that her son is with his father. So I was just asking Rose questions like, what's going on, blah blah blah, and she was like just telling me, she's homeless, she's just waiting for her disability, if I can lend her some money. And I'm like, okay, for a hotel. Something didn't seem right with me, because she was just not her usual self. Usually she's more clear with her words and text messages as well. And then something was just very off about her. And it seemed to believe for me that she was under the influence, and because she was not making any sense. And I told her that I would do the best that I can to help her, or to send her money. She didn't have Zelle. The number that I have on my phone is no longer, because Rose goes through different cell phones, lose phones, break phones, and she goes through different numbers. So any number that she calls me, and it can be someone else's phone. So I told her I would get back to her. Now, let alone, I told you guys that I was in New York helping my other best friend plan her son's baby shower. And then she sent me a huge text, she needs help, she needs this, she needs money. And I told her, when I get back, I will help you. But right now I am unable to do anything, because I'm helping my friend set up her son's baby shower. I'm sorry about that. And she was just so nasty. She was just so nasty through the text. Like, she didn't want to hear it. She wanted me to stop what I'm doing and just give her the money. She was very condescending, very rude, very manipulative. And I'm like, you're not going to do that. You're not going to try to be manipulative and make me feel bad because I'm Christian. Like, no. I told her, when I get back, we can discuss what we need to discuss. So it was just a whole back and forth, and then I stopped texting her. And then the next day, before I left New York, I told her, what you did was uncalled for. It was just, not needed, because I've been your friend for over a decade. I've been there with you. I try to help you the best I can, me and my other best friend, Allie. So for you to say that and attack me, it was not right. And I haven't heard from this girl for over months. The last time I heard from her, she was in a hospital, about to get open heart surgery, and then she couldn't do it. She left the hospital. Since then, you guys, I haven't heard from her. She had not reached out, call or text or anything until that Saturday, when she needed money or needed help. And I even told Rose, our friendship is like a one-way thing. You only call and text when you need something. You don't check up on me, see how I'm doing. You don't check up on Allie. You don't check on anyone. It's only when you want something, that's when you reach out. And that's not right. That's not a friendship. A friendship is a two-way street. And I feel like it's a one-way. And that's what I told her. That's what I told her. It's just not right. Like, we're not ATM machines. You know what I mean? We work just as hard, just like everyone else. And don't get me wrong. And I want to be very clear. I will always help my friend. I will always give the shirt off my back. But you're not going to, manipulate me and take advantage of me and our friendship when you want something when you want it. And then after that, I don't hear from you for several months. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. My other friend, Allie, she's done. She's over it. She just basically cut her off for the time being because she has a child and she has her own responsibility. And that's what I told Rose. I'm like, I love you and I want what's best for you. And I want you to be safe. Obviously, I don't want you to be homeless out in the street because you're a woman. But some of this, the story didn't add up, so it didn't make any sense to me. And she gave me her mom's number to sell her mom money so she can get access to it. So something told me today to give her mom a call. Well, sure enough, I did. And my instincts was right all along. I gave her mom a call. I asked her, what is going on with your daughter? Your daughter reached out to me saying that she's in trouble. She's asking for money. Her grandmother passed away. And guess what her mom said? Her mom didn't pass away. Her mom is alive. Her grandmother kicked her out because she was bringing homeless people to her grandmother's home. So her mom was, her grandmother was feeling uncomfortable. Every right, because I know I would too. Wouldn't you? Imagine that you stayed at someone's house and they're just bringing some random people from the street to your home. No, that's unacceptable, especially if you're not paying rent and then you're living with your grandmother. Like, come on. So her grandmother couldn't take it anymore. So her mother, her grandmother kicked her out. So now she's out on the street. And on top of that, her mother told me that she's still with the homeless people, like homeless guy. I'm like, what is she doing? Like, what is she hanging out with the homeless person for? Like, shouldn't you just get back on your feet and leave the homeless guy alone? You can't help him because she can't help herself. So you would think that she would just like cut this person off and go back to her grandmother's house to get back on her feet so she can get to her disability, get a job part-time, and then take care of her son. But she didn't do that. She'd rather just be with this homeless man and just be homeless. It didn't make any sense to me. So again, she's a whole lot of trouble. I just don't want to go more detail into it, but she was under the influence. She's under something or taking something, and I feel like the money was just for cigarettes and drugs, and that's about it. And I'm the type of person, I'm not going to be enabling someone for their addictions. I'm not doing that. If I'm going to help someone, I'm going to help you for you to get back on your feet and to stay at a hotel or something. But I'm not going to do that. And the fact of the matter is she lied to me. Like, you don't need to lie to me. Your friend, your best friend that's been friends for like over a decade now. Like, it didn't make any sense to me that she would lie to me like that. And then, and I was about to give her the money too. I was about to give her the money, but I wanted to speak to her mom to confirm everything. One, her grandmother's still alive. Two, the thing is with Rose, and this is not for me to judge her, she's always been in a wrong crowd, She is 40 years old, a mother of two. Her older son is out of the house. He has his own place, girlfriend, but she has another younger son. And I'm like telling Rose, you're not in your teens and 20s anymore. You're in your 40s. You need to stop hanging out with the wrong crowds because you're getting yourself in more situation that you can't get yourself out of. You're on drugs, you're homeless, you have nowhere to go, and you put yourself in these crazy situations and you expect people to feel sorry for you. And I love her, but I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for her because she put herself in that situation. What I can do for her, and just like I told her, I can pray for her. I can pray for her to get her life together, to get herself situated and come to Christ. Come to Christ, because by me giving her money, it's not helping her because she's just going to continue to ask me and she's not going to change her life, period. She's not. And I love her and I don't want anything to happen to her, but she has to fix her life. She really has to fix her life in a situation that she's in. She put herself in that situation. She did. And the only way that she can turn it around and turn her situation around, she have to hit rock bottom. Unfortunately, the people that we love and care about that's addicted to drugs or alcohol or anything, unfortunately, we have to turn our back on them and pray. Doesn't mean that we don't love them and we don't want what's best for them, but for our own insanity and for our own well-being, sometimes we just have to turn the other way and let them figure it out on their own, and let them hit rock bottom, and to hopefully realize that they need to get themselves together. They need to get themselves together because we all have problems. We all have problems, but at the end of the day, we get up in the morning, we go to work, we take care of our family, we pay our bills, we do the best that we can every single day, one day at a time. So I don't want to hear any excuses with her. I really don't. I love her, but I don't want to hear any excuses. And I'm not going to enable her and give her money. I'm not doing it for her addictions. I'm not doing it because what kind of friend am I? And just going to give her money, and she doesn't do anything with her life. So I hope and pray that she turns her life around. And, you know, addiction is hard. I can't even imagine because I'm not addicted to anything, drugs or anything. I have self-control, but I know some people do not have self-control. But when you have like good family and friends that loves you and wants to support you, and you just turn your back on them because you just don't want to hear what they want to say, it's basically like an intervention. Then what else can that person do? What else can I do as a friend when you don't want to hear my help or my advice? You just want the cash and then that's it to feed off of your addiction. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because I want to have a clear conscience with God. I want to do the right thing. And again, I want to help my friend Rose. And by me helping her, all I can do is pray for her. Hopefully she turns her life around. Hopefully she's not homeless. Hopefully she just leave this other homeless man alone and go back to her grandmother. It's that simple. Go back to her grandmother. But she's just so under the influence. She's not thinking straight. She's not thinking clearly. So if any of you are going through something like this, similar, whether it's drugs or alcohol or porn or food, you're not alone. You're not alone. And when someone reach out to help you, take their help, take their advice, and don't manipulate them. Don't make them feel like they're the bad person. Listen to them. Obviously, they have to listen to you too, but you have to get the help. They can't help you. You have to help yourself. And it's not easy. But if you take one day at a time and trust yourself, and then you do want to get the help, then you can do it. You can do it, but it's up to you. It's up to you, not the other person. It's up to you that wants to change. It's up to you to remove yourself from a bad situation, to put yourself in a good situation, a good position that you're in right now. So if you know anyone like that, help them. Obviously, if you can, pray for them, but don't let them manipulate you. And if you've done all you can, sometimes it's best to walk away. And please comment below and let me know if you're dealing with any situations like that with a family member or a friend or a coworker, and then you were just stuck, you didn't know what to do. I can but I will give you the best advice that I can, what you can do in that situation, because I've been through it with my best friend now, and then my other good friend that is addicted to drugs and pills and stuff like that, and it was just like a whole big roller coaster with her as well. And I don't want to say her name, but it's just bad, and it's just sad. Actually, it's really sad that you try to help someone that you love and they don't want the help. They don't want the help. They just want what they want for their addiction, and then just be done with you until they need you the next time. So if you like this video, please comment below. Please let me know what you think. Please share your thoughts and your input. I would love to hear them. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.